This is a ticket to one of the castles in Segovia. Took a tour in there. And one of the days when Kaylee was teaching, Yubi and I took a train and got off a couple stops later just to explore, to see what was there. And one of the things we came across was a pear museum. It was a huge museum all about pears. I've been in the process of slowly cleaning my room and getting rid of junk. I came across this. Inside is a bunch of stuff from my most recent Europe trips. This is a card from a restaurant where I surprised my family by paying for dinner. For memories, some of my family members wrote some things on it. Metro map, Athens guide from the hotel lobby, palace tickets, museum tickets. A lot of things that a lot of other people would consider trash, I like to keep for memorabilia, just because they hold a certain memory for me, and I think not to hoard, but I think keeping some of these things is a nice physical, tangible way to remember these things, besides pictures or videos or just keeping them in my noggin. The reason I'm bringing all this out is because I think it's time to make another zine or zine scrapbook. Let me know in the comments if there's actually a better, more specific word for these scrapbooks slash zines, because I'm just calling them zines. But zines, short for magazine, I guess, are small self-published. I'm not publishing this, I'm just keeping them for myself. Small self-published magazines that can be about any topic, going over any theme. The few that I've made so far are pretty simple. Actually, they're just mini scrapbooks, mini magazines of physical items attached to certain memories during these trips. These are the things I don't put directly into my journal at the time or keep somewhere else. It's already 11:39 p.m. so what I think I'm going to do is just show you the zines that I've made in the past already from previous trips, and then make these new ones. These new ones are going to be from last year's Europe trips to Amsterdam, Sweden, Denmark, Turkey, and Greece. Super lucky and fortunate to be able to have gone on those trips last year. So I think these zines slash scrapbooks are another nice way to reminisce. Okay, so here are the ones I have so far. Well, this one looks like I still need to make it. Just a bunch of maps of Hawaii. Can start with this one. This is actually just a collection of maps from Tokyo from my trip in 2017 with my grandparents. The cover page is just the front of a Yoyogi Park map. First page is just a tourist Tokyo travel map. Probably got this from a hotel. This one for sure I got at the Godzilla hotel that we were staying at in Shinjuku. Just a map of a bunch of nearby conveniences and landmarks. Hotel Grace Street Shinjuku, also known as the Godzilla Hotel. There he is with his head peeking out. This is a map of a bunch of the train lines. Looks a little complicated at first glance, but once you look into it, it's really straightforward. I love trains, and the Japanese train system is, I think, my favorite. Oh, and last, this is a park inside Yoyogi Park. The Meiji Jingu Inner Garden. Lots of information in there. And the back of the zine is just the back part of this part of the brochure. So that's maps from Tokyo. This one, December 2018, was when I visited my friend Kaylee, who was living in Tottori at the time, which is the least populated prefecture of Japan. Kaylee was there teaching English for the JET program. JET stands for, I believe, Japan Exchange and Teaching. So, yeah, this is literally just me transferring money transfer. So I guess I put in 450 bucks of cash and got 50,000 yen. What is this one? Flight details. Alright, first page. Or I guess only page. Okay. So when I first flew into Osaka, it was evening and I had to stay the night before grabbing the first train in the morning. So I went to First Cabin, which is a capsule hotel. It was right in between Terminal 2 and Terminal 1, so One night cost me 6,200 yen, the receipt's already fading. And the next day, this would be my train route. Super faded already, but I took 4 trains from Osaka all the way to Toroi. I don't know if you can make out the route, but the total amount of time was around 6 hours of travel. So just 6 hours of going from train to train to train to train, with each train getting smaller and more rural, less buildings, more nature. It was a lot of fun. It was a great experience. I crashed at Kaylee's place for a little over a week, and a few days later, Yubi arrived. Kaylee took us to see this sand projection show. Here's the ticket. And one of the days when Kaylee was teaching, Yubi and I took a train and got off a couple stops later just to explore, to see what was there. And one of the things we came across was a pear museum. It was a huge museum all about pears. Once we saw it, we were like, oh man, we have to go. We have to check this out. And that was one of the highlights for the trip for me, actually, was just those few hours roaming around in an almost empty pear museum. Normally if I save tickets, I like the design or something about the ticket, the seat numbers, or something amuses me, so yeah, there's that. And the last one is from a trip earlier in that year to Spain. This is the zine. I don't remember what they call these pamphlets for songs that they sing in cathedrals that they hand out. This bottom ticket here on the front was for, I think, the Prado Museum. I was really excited to go to this park because the world's largest bench, or at least that's what it was called in Tony Hawk Underground 2 in the Barcelona level. It was there. For some reason, I did not get a video of it, but I was happy to see it with my own eyes. Oh, this is a Barcelona city tour ticket. I think it's just the Madrid city tour receipt. This is a ticket to one of the castles in Segovia. Took a tour in there. This was for Montserrat. I don't remember exactly what this ticket was for. It's my bad for not writing it down. Oh yeah, I did that. Oh yeah, this ticket was for the Montserrat bus tour. And lastly, yeah, just the cathedral songs. So this last one isn't even a zine, it's a box of almond chocolate, but it has Chisato on it, so I want to keep it as is. It came with a Chisato magnet that's on my whiteboard right now. But basically, pretty much functions as a zine of knickknacks and things that I bought during last year's trip to Japan with Jamie. This is paperwork, receipts from a service called Kuroneko, or Black Cat, which apparently most hotels do. You just ask them, and basically what their service is they ship your luggage from the hotel you're staying at to the next hotel you're staying at if you're traveling to another part of Japan and don't want to lug around your check-in if you brought check-in, or pretty much just any piece of luggage you want to travel with. So this service was really useful for me and Jamie because in between going from Kyoto to Tokyo through Shinkansen, we spent the day at Universal Studios. And even though Universal Studios does have lockers, it was just one less thing we had to worry about, so pretty neat. I would recommend it. This I thought was pretty neat. It's Hello Kitty with a real cat from a headband I bought for Jamie at Universal Studios Japan. QR code with a Pikachu on it. I don't remember what it's for at the moment, but it's either for the Pokemon Cafe or something to do with the Pokemon Center. I like this tag that was on a Gigi keychain from Kiki's delivery service. Shinkansen ticket. I love trains, and the main reason I wanted to go to Kyoto first was so that we could ride the bullet train from Kyoto to Tokyo. Ticket to the zoo in Sunshine City. Ikebukuro. This is a QR code printed for the lockers at the Jurassic Park Universal Studios Japan ride, so that your stuff wouldn't be flying all around. Oh yeah, and this was from a virtual reality kaiju game that Jamie and I played with Ellison. I was debating cutting this part out and gluing them or taping them onto a zine format, but I think for this trip I like just having all the stuff in there. Okay, I know I said at the beginning of this video that I'd be making the new zines, but it is 12:25 a.m. and I think I need to prioritize sleep over doing this stuff because I still have work in the morning. Gotta go into the office because it's gonna be Wednesday. I've been doing these videos every day for 49 days now, I think, 49. And my sleep's a little messed up, and I still have to edit this video, so I think I'm just gonna edit this video. On the bright side, I can save making those new zines for another video and sharing them then. And with that said, if you have any questions about anything I showed you, please let me know. If you do zines or scrapbooks, or if there's anything you want to share, let me know too. And thanks for watching.
And then this is 230, the energy of this. The HP of this is 230.
Why?
If this Pokemon has 3 or more metal energy, it gets plus 100 HP.
This is of course a reprint from the original 1962 comic, and it's in Danish. I can't read Danish either, but I think it's a neat souvenir and pretty cool to have. I think everything in this packet is from my trip to Amsterdam with Jamie, just because it's a Rijksmuseum.